And we're back yet again with our Esports Arena Halo 5 4v4. We got 3 teams left in the tournament. All that's left is our losers finals. And of course, the winners of those will have to go up against our grand finalists that are waiting. They've been waiting for a long time patiently to go up against the winner of this series. Tony, this is a hot series. I think maybe the biggest one in the tournament because it's about a statement here. It's about making a comeback on a team that previously beat you on the winner's side of the bracket. We've got Fire and Ice going up against Just Latam. And Just Latam, Tony, they've been playing hot, but they got taken down by Fire and Ice pretty convincingly in the beginning of our tournament today.
Yeah, they really haven't. And Fire and Ice is really trying to take that step up. Like I said, the last time that this squad was able to outplace Just LATM was all the way back in September 20th. That was obviously quite some time ago. However, they knocked them into the losers bracket early in the winter. So if I'm Fire and Ice, I don't want to get over cocky, but I'm saying, hey, look, if we can beat them once today, why can't we do it again? Sure. Let's execute.
That's definitely the mindset they should have coming into this, is just continue to keep that game plan, whatever it was that worked in that previous series, give it to them again. The only issue is Just Latam. They're back with ferocity. They're back with momentum under their belt. While Fire and Ice, I believe they've been have they been playing series? They've been waiting, just like our alleyway squad on the other side. So, I mean, it might be tough unless Fire and Ice have been doing something to stay hot here, playing some Octagon or something in the meantime. But they are about to jump in against Just Latam, who are very warmed up, very ready to go. But here we got it. Break strongholds, Tony. Let's kick it off.
Yeah, I would imagine maybe they were playing some capture the flag warm up maybe, but that just doesn't give you like game sense. It really does. I mean, it helps the shot stay warm, but it's not the same thing. Right. So we're see watching Billet throw a couple of nades over here. That player was able to get away with camo, but the double Billet coming in for a bullet, taking him out. So 2 down goes Just LATM.
Tony, are you doubting the game sense of Bullet, Magico, Noble, and running? Come on, Tony.
No.
These boys in blue, their game sense. Just it's unbelievable, Tony. Just wait. We'll see. Of course, the game sense on Just Latam is a different story here. And Atso right now has the rail. Doesn't manage to hit that shot, though. He will drop that in basement. Look at this little shenanigans going on in the pole. The pole dance in here coming out on the observer there. That player living way longer than I think he should, and the BR base being capped at the same time. So good plays here. Fire Nice.
Yeah, I do apologize. I was just saying that CTF flag warm-ups will help you keep the shot, but it doesn't help you keep the awareness up. But either way, 3 down goes LATM. Fire and Ice able to get these slays. They have 2 points on the board. They have a little bit of tower control, so everything going in favor of Fire and Ice. Looks like they haven't skipped a beat.
Yeah, Bullet and Noble with nice kills. You can see those players of red pouring into BR base. They do successfully get that capture not without losing some of their players, though. That's 2 dead. Running right now. Got the rail. He's got the last rail gun here. The new one's going to be spawning in about 30 seconds here, so got a lot to work with as he just takes his time on the outside of the map. They got the basement, they got the nest. It's the ideal setup here to hold on to. No reason to go inside map unless you got these slays, which is exactly what Running's doing. Nice opening right there, but he does get taken down.
Yeah, I'm actually a fan of if you have nest and basement. I'm a fan of just sitting back and holding the 2 cap for as long as possible. I think it's easier to control the spawns, easier to get the slays, and even if you die, you might still spawn Carbine, which is obviously a good position for you. And I think that's what Fire and Ice is doing. They may not be pushing for the trip cap and putting more seconds on the board. However, they're playing extremely well and efficient.
I mean, if you get the slays, you have the advantage in the numbers to make it work. You can throw your front players up into BR base and then keep the back players for the defense on important things like this camo, which looks like it was grabbed. Running, slipping away with that camo, that sneaky bugger. 32 points on the board here as they get a temporary trip cap and the shotty in the hands of Running. Fire and Ice, whatever kind of warm-up they were doing, Tony, it was the right one.
And, you know, it's funny. Someone in the chat said, who's the top dog in LATM? And you know, if you would have asked me before this tournament started, I would have said just LATM all day, every day. But now, Fire and Ice really making a run for taking that spot, 38-9 lead in favor of Fire and Ice, and they're now putting points right back on the board.
Yeah. Fire and Ice looking to take all the spotlight that Just Latam has created for themselves. But we'll see. Noble right now stabilizing to oblivion there. He does eventually drop. He's going to try to get the BR base here. They got the double cap set up here, so a nice, easy capture to bring them to 42 points here. The basement being captured at the same time, I believe, by the red team. So there we have it. So you can see just Latam fighting back, trying to claw their way back here, getting the captures on the outside and holding them down. We got a nice little battle here in the bottom of the map, but the winner is Noble as he stays up, and the rotation from him is huge right now. Look at him sneaking behind tapping buttons, caught between two players. He gets taken down. Despite that, Latam holding on, still getting some points.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Noble gonna get kill on drift, but they end up trading. So we're gonna hop on board here with tapping buttons, sneaking up over and back rail. They're finally putting some points on the board, but can they stop blue team from taking nest? Tapping buttons trying to throw some nades, trying to put some shots down, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. They're gonna get nest.
I mean, if there's one person to stop Fire and Ice to really upset him, it's going to be tapping. Though he does get taken down there. Bullet, though, taking full advantage of that slay. He'll fly into basement to try to get this cap early here. And I like this from Bullet. You can see they're getting BR base to contest it, but at the same time, if you get this basement nest combo is huge, but can he get it, though? He gets taken down. It's a big play from Drift to get the reset. They still got basement. Still, I believe, either nest or BR base is in control from them. It's BR base, so basement BR base. A little unorthodox, but when Pelu is hitting these shots, they can potentially turn it into a trip cap. I love this play from Pelu, putting on the pressure, letting his teammate get the nest as they push for a trip cap to bring this game back.
Yeah, absolutely. They have two caps on the board here. Now they just officially put the trip cap there. Pelican also getting this almost Noble milking his life as long as possible. My gosh. But now there's still two caps on the board in favor of LATM, and they might just make a comeback in this game. They've just taken the lead.
Yeah, just Latam had done just that. They take the comeback, the lead. They take the basement. They take a trip cap. They got it all right now, Tony. They got a carbine spawn here too, but hopefully Pelu's aware of it. You can see these players flying up through back catwalk here. Shots into running. Gonna take a 2v1. I like that nade placement from him, though. He does damage both players, but not enough to stop either of them. So it looks like they will be able to cap basement, I believe. The pressure coming in. Tries to dive in to stop it. And huge play from Drift right there. Gets the trip cap secured as they continue to slip away here, Tony. That was massive from Drift.
The trip cap has been secured. Drift now putting some good shots, getting the trade due to the 5. So, my gosh, LATM is really stepping things up. And here comes the flank. Here comes the collapse on VR base. That's tapping buttons, able to take out Magical. Now going to probably get this reset soon. Not only do they have the trip cap, but they're doing a great job of holding it. They're not giving any inches away to Fire and Ice playing lights out.
Yeah, they got Fire and Ice exposed, and they're just picking them apart from all sides. Finally, I was going to say they lose their captures, but they immediately cap a second here, so points still on the board for them as they hit that 80-point mark. At one point here, Fire and Ice looked like they had it, but my God, did we see a comeback and then some. Tapping with the shot and the kill. The railgun coming up, and the worst player to pick it up if you are blue team in this situation, tapping. Going to keep that pressure up. We'll see what kind of feed this man can pull off here.
And it's so crazy because Fire and Ice was controlling this game and decisively, and I don't know, they just became unglued. Like somehow LATM is now coming in. Oh, almost gonna have a camel, but hold on. They just went 4 down, so maybe this is the opportunity that Fire and Ice needed to put some good points on the board. It's not over yet. It's not over until she sings, you know?
It is, yeah, but it is kind of their only opportunity, Tony. If they do lose this basement, it might be game over here. You can see 91 points on the board. They got to basically play perfect table. He lost 2 of his teammates, though, tapping and Atso with big kills. Bullet with a nice kill, though, and he does have Nest here. So if he can stay alive, stay in Nest, he could potentially get themselves a 2-cap. Tapping the nuisance as he flies into Nest here. He gets the kill in the reset. 95 on the board. They need to stack their numbers into a cap now. You can see basement is the play here. Do they have the time, though? 98 points and counting, and they just barely managed to get that capture. It needs to be perfect Halo from here, Tony.
It absolutely does. Atso getting a beautiful 5 on Noble. Tapping but taking out Magico. So 98 to 56 lead, but the momentum now in favor of Fire and Ice. Can they hold this 2-cap?
Uh-oh. Not looking like anybody's going to stop this from happening. That's a basement cap. And that should be a game, Tony. 100 to 59 to close it out. Just Latam from a deficit come back and dominate to take game 1.
Wow. That was an opening game to what's probably going to be an incredible series. Mind you guys, we kind of alluded to it before. Fire and Ice was the team to knock LATM into the losers bracket, and now LATM coming right back at them, taking game number 1. Now we're going to find out if they can close out this series in a Slayer, or will they give Fire and Ice the opportunity to come back?
When I look at the kill feed, like look at the the scoreboard here, just read them and weep. I'm a little worried about Fire and Ice when it comes to Slayer because Tapping Button's got 21 kills and 11 deaths, Tony. He went off. He got nearly 3,000 damage. Palu with 15 kills, 13 at a ad, so 10 at a drift. And that's up to 11 from Bullet, 12 from Running, 16 from Noble, 9 from Magico. Not a bad performance from Fire and Ice, but when it comes to Slays, it's one-sided, Tony. Tapping completely dominated. And if they keep that up, this Slayer's going to be, it might be a wash. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. And even though in 16 assists come out of drift right there, we were on board with him. It seemed like he was doing everything right for his team. So, if you're looking at the slays as far as an objective game, you're still going to probably give it in favor of just LATM. However, Slayer is a different animal. I can slay when there's an objective that I can bait, but I assure you, once you put me on Slayer, I'm going 4-14. That's my wheelhouse right there. So,
4-14.
4-4. That's my 4-14 and like 12 assists.
Tony,
that's my kind of stats.
Look, you are what you think, Tony. If you come into a game with that mindset, you're going to forever be 4-14. If you're okay with that, if you're okay with mediocrity, Tony, I mean, by all means, but we got to turn that around, man. You can do better. Come on. And so can Fire and Ice. To bring it back to the game here, dude. Fire and Ice needs to come back here. It's a best of 3. They don't take this. That's it. They're out of the tournament. It's a true Slayer, by the way. Yeah.
And I believe they can do it. I truly do. I feel like Magical can step things up. I feel like so is Noble. Noble has the ability to go off at any given time. So I have faith. I have faith in Fire and Ice. I'm going to say they win this game. I'm going to say they win the game 50 to 41. I'll give 50 to 41.
Okay. I'll say Latam wins this because I know they're comfortable on this map. I'll say 50 to 39. Just Latam. Let's do it. Bullet. Right. Just laying it in. Well, I mean, we're probably both wrong. Let's be honest, Tony. The odds are forever not in our favor in this type of stuff. But either way, the camo is going to be burned to start it out.
Absolutely, I'm actually on board here with Bullets running a little 1-2 combo with his teammate here, electing not to drop basement with Running, and actually kind of left him by himself. So Running gonna get taken out. If they keep playing like that, LATM's gonna steal this away. Luckily, Noble gets a nasty double kill. Tapping Buttons go right back at Noble. We have a 5-3 lead in favor of just LATM.
Tapping Buttons, the moment this guy revs up the engines, he doesn't stop, Tony. Like, he's going to literally start demolishing everything in front of him. Just bring it on. What do you got? 2 players flying in the door. Okay, they do kill him. That's fine. They'll put him down for now. 7-5. Absolutely
on board here with Atso as his teammate Drift ends up taking out Magico, so they're 4 up right now, 8-5 lead. Catches Noble, puts a couple of shots in and smartly backs down. So I'm loving the teamwork coming out of LATM and the ability to not throw away their lives and value every single one of them. Beautiful plays and the collapse coming in, and they have now doubled the score of Fire and Ice.
Clean work right there from Just Latam. Red base side spawn as well. You can see Atso flying in for pink. Does he have a teammate coming into car? Actually, he's just going to play it sneaky. All right. I like this Atso. He does whip the shots. Oh, and he doesn't get anything out of that. I like that little play right there from Noble to drop backwards and really trick. I believe it was Atso in that situation. I already forget it either way. Magico right now with a kill as well. And that brings the score a lot closer.
Yeah, absolutely. 14-13 lead in favor of LATM, but some momentum now coming in favor of Fire and Ice. Hopping on board here with Noble, who's going to find this player here, put a couple good shots. It's going to be Pelican going down. Okay, bringing it back within 4. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but he's not able to clamber away. So we're going to switch to Drift instead.
If we're going to hit my 50 to 39 prediction, they got to keep it kind of close throughout. But Latam got to pull away in the end. So we'll see. Either way, Pelu going to laser his way through to P2 there. He's trying to stay up on top car. He's got his teammates collapsing through the red side of pink. And if he times this push up through top mid, they can get some big plays here. But Camo came up as well. And I'm not sure who grabbed it. It's actually Magico who got it. He snuck away with it. So if we can hop on board with him, Magico looking to make some big plays for Fire and Ice.
All right, hopping on board here with Magico and the camouflage in hand. Teammates are actually going down, so he's gonna instead of going top mid, he's gonna maybe get a little flank from bottom blue. Oh, finally shooting and maybe showing himself a little bit here. He's gonna push up towards blue. Oh, okay. Here comes the collapse with Camo. I like this play.
Can't complain. Making it work pretty well. He doesn't really have the team help immediately, so he plays it patient. You gotta like that. Palu knocked down to 1 shields, drops a nade behind. Perfect nade from him, gets the kill. Still living up well. 1 shot. My God, the shenanigans coming out of Magico. He used the entire camo. He made it work pretty well. Got behind the blue team. Melee's coming and find him. He does die, though. Still putting shots into Drift into bottom base, and he stays up, but not long enough to get the kill on Drift. And despite the plays, just Latam, hold on, 27-21.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. You know, they were down by 4, and he makes the plays with the camouflage, and he did, in my opinion, did pretty well and used the entirety of it. But they were still down by 7 kills. Now cutting that within 5 on board here with Drift 6, who's probably going to challenge Noble over to his top car. Whoa, almost won that battle there.
Yeah, he has like a third shield under the he's got a secret shield you guys don't know about. He just chows while he's one bullet, apparently. I don't know. Drift making it work. Either way, 30-26 here, a 4-kill game. Still nice and close. Still within room for a comeback here. But Fire and Ice, they've been on the back foot all game long. So they're going to have to do something special here. Palu, just get back. Yeah, what are you going to do? You can't take Palu in this situation, hitting your shots here. Just looking too nice.
Absolutely on board here with Pelican, doing a great job of holding P-side. Drift getting a nasty double kill off a stream. Challenges running, get out of here. 7 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock, so there should be a camouflage coming up very soon.
It's barreling out of control, Tony. 38-29 at this point with a 9-kill lead. New camo coming up. Pink side control in the favor of Latam. But he doesn't go for it yet. I like this from Pelu, playing it patient. He doesn't have a teammate in the immediate vicinity. There you go. Get the bait in there. He's going to try to dive in to get the kill, but he doesn't. That's a big play. I think that's Magical living up with the camo right now. If he's running, if running stays alive. Ooh, the execution shot as well. You got to love it. Is it enough, though, Tony? It's still a 9-kill game.
I mean, I know you said you like to play of him. I'm playing it patient towards P3, but to be honest, I think he should have dove down and grabbed it. Worst case scenario, he dies and burns it. You know, best case scenario, he gets away with it. But the fact that he didn't get the burn or the camo, you're just opening the game up for Fire and Ice to come back.
Yeah, just enough for them to come back with 5 kills to get 39, Tony, remember. we'll see. Still holding out for the prediction. Either way, they're bringing it back like the whole way though, Tony. 36-41. Still in the lead with just Latam right now, but that player in the bubble, trapped like a rat. He does get taken down, bringing them to 37. That's it for the camo, so no longer got to worry about that. But at this point, they got to worry about the momentum here because Noble getting a kill on the feet. Still looking for more. Magico with a kill as well. That player trapped in the bubble here, but that's tapping. It's a big kill just to keep the lead just a little longer. It gets collapsed. Pelu now down in the bubble. It's a close game now, Tony. My prediction was wrong.
It really was a close. It really is a close game right now. 43-40 lead in favor of LATM. Magical taking out Axel. I would argue say the momentum is in favor of Fire and Ice. Magical getting a double kill and going in. And Noble taking the 3rd player out. We're tied up at 43 apiece.
And now they lead. Somehow, Fire and Ice pull it back. They take the lead in the last 6 kills in the game here. 45 now. Running, staying up bottom base. You can see the players on car side here. Running needs to make a play with his teammate. He's going to spring jump up. Nope, misses it. Hits the lift instead. That's fine. As long as the man stays alive, but he's got to work with his team. He lost his teammate above. Tapping got a big kill. Running kind of out of the field of play here. Tries to get the chow. Got Magico with him. Going to opt to try to back down here, but 1 kill separates these teams. As he tries to get something on the Drift here. Does get completely wiped out. You got to love the ragdoll. There's still a 1-kill game. Somehow Fire and Ice hold on. As they get the collapse here to get it to 49. Tony, 1 more kill.
1 more kill needed. Noble has the camouflage, throwing a couple of nades, and that's going to be the game for 50-47 due to... I'm sorry, I don't want to call out Pelagod right there, but when he was P3, he played that way too slow. He needed to drop down and burn that camouflage. They gave it to running JM. They didn't get the burn, and that gave him the opportunity to come back, and 20 kills coming out of Magico. That is not good if you're a fan of just LATM.
Damn, so you're calling it all the way back to that 1 camo. What was the score at that point, do you think? It was in like the 30s, maybe? That was a pivotal moment.
It was like 42-37. I don't.
Yeah.
It was like they had a 5-kill lead. It was clutch time. 8 more kills. They closed it out. And I think you have to be unselfish in that opportunity. I think you have to drop down and grab that camo. You have to.
He definitely knew he was alone. So that would have been 100% a camo burn if he got it. So I understand his patience, but you're right. I mean, in a situation like that, just Latam can't afford to leave the opportunity for a comeback there, on the table. And they kind of did when that camo got picked up. So, I mean, massive clutch plays, and you got to really hand it to Magico. 20 kills, 11 deaths. The man went huge. Noble with 14 as well. I mean, his teammates, Bullet had a rough time, man. He went 8-16. He got 9 assists, but I mean, Magico somehow, I think it was the camo plays that he made early on too that really kind of helped him get that scoreline. Either way, Tony, we got a game 3. Wouldn't have it any other way. We got a Callie CTF to close out our series here. The CTF games today, Tony, they've been so damn down to the wire.
Yeah, it's just tough. When I think of CTF, any kind of objective, I kind of give the advantage over to just LATM. But I'm going to say, I want to see something new. And it's funny because I've been talking about how I want LATM to make a grand finals for so long. But something
it's new regardless of who wins.
I want something good to happen for Fire and Ice. So, I don't really have a horse in this race, if you will. Regardless which team wins, I'm going to be excited.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are underdogs when it comes to facing the grand finalists, for sure. So, I mean, you'll root for whoever does take the W here, but I feel like the one team who's been fighting longer, who's been fighting harder, is just Latam. So as far as play time, as far as contribution to esports arena, I feel like they kind of earned it, but it's going to be ripped away from them by running right now in a second. Now that he's hitting these shots, he does get taken down, so snipe down in grass. It looks like he's got a teammate in blue there to collect it. Atso in the meantime laying in the damage. Tapping buttons with a kill as well. Rockets in the back pocket. That's 3 slays as they push up on this flag here. Big opportunity for just Latam to get this flag pulled out. They're staying alive. The Rockets come in. The onslaught, the snipe as well. This has to be a pull and a run here, Tony.
After that flag is going out, going snipe side, this player is holding down Cave, and they're doing a perfect job. But Noble gets the early pick, so that might be what they need to get the overextenders in there. Noble getting the double kill. That flag carries 1 shot, and there we go. Blue team might be able to get this recov with the double. Yep, they double read up.
When you look at the round of slays that we just saw, we saw Sniper into the brain of one player, we saw Rockets into another. Like, you would think Latam need to capitalize on moments like that, but somehow Fire and Ice, they completely turn it around. Now they're getting the slays. They have an opportunity for a pull as well. They don't take it far. You can see players spawning up on Snipe side. He's got his teammate Snipe side as well. He doesn't get the touch on the flag, so he'll leave it for now, but stay up. That's going to be a bit of a blender here because it will probably get returned. That'll reset the situation. But Magico's still hitting those shots. You got some trades across the board here, Tony. Bit of a slobber knocker.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Magical actually even, if he fumbled that flag or if he was just trying to prioritize staying alive because he felt like he would have even gotten that flag far. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't mind the play personally. On board with Pelican. Pelican, the last player alive on his team. Noble pulling this flag, and he ain't leaving this one behind. I promise you that, Alex.
Yeah, he's waiting for the perfect opportunity here, but he does get shot. And he's down to 1 shot here. He's got 2 teammates with him, though. He's got a nice shell to make this flag work, but players in snipe, players there for the counter pull as well, but not good enough. That should be a flag on the board. So the first flag in the game, the final match in the series, going to go to Fire and Ice as they kick it off with momentum here, but they are under pressure. Just Latam, not going to let up. They want to get a counter tap.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, that was getting a big kill right there to take that player out. Pelican actually goes down. Hold on, some slays now going in favor of LATM. But Magical coming in, Noble coming in. So never mind. Forget all that.
Flag out though, in the trench. That blue flag in a baitable location here. We'll see if they opt to collect it or if they decide to look at this. I like this wide play from Noble. Gets nice back behind the enemies. Gets the damage in. Doesn't get the kill, though. Palu, grab the flag. Taking it through red trench. He's got the escort, too. He's got teammates above him with the defense, so he might be able to get it. He doesn't, though. Down on the elbow here, running with the pressure. Flying into red base. The flag will go in, though. That's 1-1 on the board. We got a game here, Tony.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. That's the objective. Oh my gosh. A triple will come out of Noble going in for the overkill. And that's 4 down and the flagpole.
That was nasty from Noble. The flag goes in. I'm ready to stop talking, but the guy is just hitting shots. He's making plays. Wasn't enough, though. Not enough to stop the return, it seems, unless Magical gets the touch. Oh, he does get taken out, though. So back and forth this game goes.
That was absolutely incredible. I couldn't believe that LATM got that flag pull and ended up getting me as efficient. And that was such a sneaky pull, and that was such a sneaky overkill by Noble. So fantastic plays across the board. And here goes Running Jam with the sniper rifle and the flag. Let's see what he can do.
That's a rough situation to die. Not only did he drop the flag for the re, he dropped the snipe for just Latam. They have the snipe in the back pocket. They have a flag that they're running into cap now for 2-1 on the board, and they do it. And that's big. You can see that snipe now drop beside the red pedestal. That blue player flew to pick it. I don't know if he grabbed it and the flag at the same time. Either way, he's in trouble, though. The fight in the bend taking place here. Going to try to stay up, and he can't. That flag's still out, but not far enough. Just let them fend off the pressure one more time, and they keep the lead.
Absolutely, I'm on board here with Bullet right now, who has a VR in his back pocket, catches player catches him with his hands down right there. We have a 2-1 lead in favor of LATM. Pelagut with a 4-shot sniper rifle. What you got for me, Pelagut?
Show us something dirty, Pelagut. Shots into the bed. Right now, he's got to get out. Right now, he's one shot, but just let him make it the place. Flag out the window. Take your time with it. I mean, heck, you're going to grab the rockets here. Shot into the player below. That's 2 big kills. Clean him. Oh, he doesn't hit it, though. But that flag's still in play. They make it out to red bend here. Do we have a counter in session, though? You can see the 2 blue players flying up to try to get the stop here. Are they there in time? I can't see what's going on. We're flipping POVs. That flag goes down. They have not kept it yet, but they are in position. And they will close this out. That's 3-1. Just let them take the game and the series. They're going to grand finals. Almost nailed it, but damn, dude.
I'm at a loss for words. I had a feeling that LATM was going to win that entire time. Like, they obviously were the favorites, but the way they got all 3 of those caps were just so scrappy, just so sneaky. I didn't think they were going to win in that fashion. Like, I don't even want to look at the stats, to be honest with you, because the stats do not tell the game at all. It was not about, who dropped double-digit kills, yada, yada. No, it was about objective efficiency, getting that flag off, taking those flags and throwing them halfway, then getting the slays, and then relaying them. So, wow, incredible work by LATM. Sheesh.
And then how you play defense in the situations when you're on the back foot, right? I feel like just Latam in the situations where they lost their flag and they came back to play defense, they handled it a little better. Whereas with Fire and Ice, it really felt like there was some desperation coming out of these guys to try to get that flag, get a counter, pull out. We had a massive overkill, right? What happened with that overkill when they got the touch and like an almost counter pull, but it just didn't turn out to work. So it just kind of some rough situations for Fire and Ice, especially in the end when they had the snipe in hand and they tried to get the desperate touch, but then died, gave up the snipe, gave up the flag at the same time. So little blunders like that, just very rough situation for them. But honestly, Tony, amazing series. Down to game 3, an exciting Cali CTF to close it out. Both these Latam teams showing up. This is the Latam Esports Sunday for sure. I mean, we had for top 2 and 3, that's why do I always blank on? So we have Fire and Ice, 3rd place. That's sealed in. Now we have Alleyway sitting in winner's side grand finals and going up against them. This is going to be our loser side team, just Latam.
Yeah, and switching the chat kind of brought up, and I was thinking about it as well. Like, that overkill that he got was kind of a timing loss. If you really think about it, like, I'm surprised either his teammate didn't go for the flag pull, or maybe he didn't just leave that kill, go for the flag, make like a big macro play, grab that flag and pull it forward and let his teammate go for the kill. So one of those 2 things had to happen, but him going for that kill, then going for the flag run, it's only like a split second, but it was just enough time for the other team to spawn and maybe get to the other side of the map. So I just feel like the efficiency was missing there. Fire and Ice has the firepower, and they clearly showed it, but I think it's just the tiny plays like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, he really wanted that over. He had a snipe in the back pocket. I think he still might have had shots to work with. So if instead he still had a teammate with him to rally flag, he can get the defense with the snipe. I mean, I would have to see the situation again, but who knows? You're right. There maybe could have been a better team play that might have worked out in that situation. Either way, great game, great series. Just Latam going to be facing off in grand finals. We will see that after the break, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.